instrumental in updating our Facebook page and other platforms to sell the image and the activities of this program. So we really recognize his efforts, and Mr. Al-Amin Kani is also a teacher of this noble school teaching civic education. Mr. Kani, I introduce you to the podium to give us a welcoming remarks. Let's give a round of applause to Mr. Al-Amin Kani.
Assalamu alaikum to each and everyone. It's an honor and pleasure to It's an honor and pleasure to come here and to grace this important day with our graduates, students that we have taught for some years now. And before I say anything, I would like to say congratulations to each and every one of you. And then thanks for being members of the Press Club of Yundum Upper and Senior Secondary School for a number of years. So before doing anything, I will say congratulations to each and every one of you. And then before saying anything, I will also want to recognize the presence of our Chief Guest of Honor, as well as Mr. Bojang, the Vice Principal too, and our Honorable Coordinator, together with the ones that are sitting at the special guest table, starting with Madam Sisay, Madam Jasi, Mr. Drame, and my honorable brother sitting over there. So thank you for coming to grace this important day with us. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed students, that is our graduates, guardians and parents, and most importantly, our exceptional graduates. Today we gather to mark a significant milestone in the lives of these young individuals who have completed their secondary education and are about to venture into the world as the future stewards of the press. This ceremony is not just a celebration of their academic achievements, but also a recognition of their potential to become the vanguards of truth, integrity, and democratic values. The press holds a unique and indispensable place in our society. It is the vigilant guardian that stands watch over our freedoms and rights, ensuring that the principles of justice, transparency, and accountability are upheld. In an era where information flows faster than ever before, and the lines between fact and fiction are often blurred, the press serves as the beacon of clarity and the custodian of the truth. As you, our graduates, step into this pivotal role, you are inheriting a legacy that is both noble and demanding. Journalism is more than a profession. It is a calling. It requires courage, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to uncovering and reporting the truth. Your words, images, and stories will have the power to inform public opinion, shape policy, and drive societal change. You will be the ones to shine a light on corruption, to give a voice to the marginalized, and to hold those in power accountable. The importance of your future work cannot be overstated. In an age where misinformation can spread at the speed of a click, your role as journalist will be to sift through the noise and present the facts with accuracy and integrity. You will be the defenders against the tide of falsehoods, the seekers of truth in a complex world, and the storytellers who will capture the essence of our shared human experiences. Imagine the profound impact you will have. You will document the triumphs and tragedies of our time, delve deep into investigations that reveal hidden truths, and tell the stories that need to be heard. Your work will educate, not only educate, but inspire and also provoke thought. It will challenge preconceptions and encourage dialogue. It will be a force for good in a world that desperately needs your service as journalists or future journalists. As we celebrate your accomplishments today, let us also reflect on the journey that lies ahead. It will be a path filled with challenges, but also with considerable opportunities to make a meaningful difference. You are the future of the press, the torch-bearers of a tradition that values honesty, transparency, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Congratulations to each and every one of you. The world is waiting for your stories, your insights, and your unwavering dedication to the principles of journalism. May you carry forward the legacy of the press with pride, integrity, and a steadfast commitment to the truth. And once again, congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you.
For those wonderful and precious words. Your words were very touching, educative, and then there were moral lessons for both the transiting students here with us and every other invited member here with us. It is very difficult to give a rundown when intellectuals like Al-Amin Khan speak, but I will give a try. One of the key things I just want to elaborate is your pride and integrity. It's very important. Your honor, respect, as it is said, respect is never a request, neither it is a purchase, but it can be earned. You earn it through your actions. So let our actions be our voices. The society today, the way it is, it's so rotten in a manner that it is not fit for some of us. But let us be equally careful. Let's learn from the words of Mr. Kani and make the best use of them. So thank you so very much, Mr. Kani. Let's give him a round of applause once more. He really did great. Good. Next, on the itinerary, we invite this lady of substance, lady of dedication, motivational, and determined. She has been so much instrumental towards this press club. I can remember some time ago when we knocked on her door to celebrate All Women's Day. She wasted no time to grant us the permit and even join us in celebrating All Women's Day. So, VP too, your presence with us is not only recognized but is highly appreciated. We thank you for being with us always and then sparing your time to always inspire these students. So I welcome you to the podium. Let's welcome her with a round of applause, please.
Okay. Good morning. Okay. Good morning, students, members of the high table, and our special guest, who is Mr. Bojang, Honorable, and not forgetting the other guest, who is Mr. Ba. You are all welcome. And the other table there, on my right-hand side, who I can say were teachers, and you are all welcome to the program. Okay, thank you. You are all welcome to this August gathering. Okay. Now, I just want to thank the coordinator, who is nobody other than GBCC. I thank God that every press club, GB will give me a special invitation to speak on behalf of the admin and the rest of the school. So I really appreciate it. So even today with a lot of programs, I have a lot of programs this Saturday, but I said nonetheless I have to come and attend this press and prize giving ceremony, which I'm so happy to be here. No, now I'm thanking the graduates also. I'm saying congratulations to you. The sky is the limit as outgoing students of the school. Now you have a way to go. You have a marathon to run, and I can tell you that the wall is open for you to execute your experience, especially in press club or in journalism. I feel so happy when it is press day for me to attend this August gathering because since day one in my school career, I was one of the journalist club at the Gambia College. I was the secretary. So with the achievement I got from the experience, past experience, I'm always happy to be part of the press club. So whenever Mr. Cisse approached me, I used to give him advice as a mentor. Most of the time when they knock my door, I'm always ready to give them feedback and I normally welcome them. Now, I just want to thank Gibi on behalf of the admin because he has been a hardworking teacher and a very dedicated teacher. When it comes to press and other things, I'm saying a big thank you. I'm saying bravo to him. Because YGB has sold the name of this school, that is the mighty old Yundum Upper and Senior, in both the media, press, and wherever. Until there was a time I normally get to this YouTube and Facebook, and I normally come across programs which were organized by GB, and I saw my own students, which make me to be very proud. So I'm telling you to keep it up. You have to keep up the momentum. So pressing is not a small work. It has a lot of loops and holes, but with all that, he is trying. So the sky is the limit. GB has done wonders when it comes to press club and other uplifting young students, giving them talents in both written and spoken domains in journalism and press club. So I thank him. I'm saying thank you to GB. You have done wonders, especially when it comes to the name of Old Yundum, Upper and Senior. So let us give him a round of applause again, once again. So without wasting much time, I just want to pray for the club to live long and to be prosperous in whatever they are doing, and let this club also have the best product when it comes to journalism and other press writing issues. So I'm saying congratulations once more to the graduates. I thank you.
That was great. We are living witness to whatever you are saying here. So it is not something new. And we will make sure that we support Mr. GBCC to always acquire his desired goals in molding these young learners to be who they want to be tomorrow, in the near future. These are the leaders of tomorrow. I call them leaders in the making. However, it is equally important that you buttress on the activities that these students have been doing or were doing during your time as a VP, and also alluding as the past experience you have passed through as a journalist during your time in the Gambia College. This is great. We really appreciate your speech. We thank you. Long live Madam VP. Let's please give her a round of applause once more. Thank you. We move again to the next itinerary. That is, we are supposed to have a poem by Madam Jaite, Khadijatu Jaite, who has been one of the most outstanding press members of this club. her dedication to service rendering is not far-fetched. We can even see it. She is just busy serving the guests, the graduates, the high table, the middle table, and even those without table. Khadija is doing her job. So we are recognizing your presence, and I know the podium will not be at ease today because of the words you will be ringing here. I can remember those words: we came, we saw, we conquer. A journey of courage is no longer a wanderer. So welcome to the podium, Khadija.
18 months of struggles, 15 years of hustles, working towards the goal of success, for the way has been patient, yet the journey is rough and so tough, but you have tried to overcome those dreams and make them real. And then I sighed. Written finally with no reflect with no line, because we are 10 over 10 and you are 100 over 100 plus 1 minus the zeros and the rest with the ones, because we are once in a million and billion. Hardworking, determined, and the outcome must be success. And then I sighed. Loneliness running through my veins. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Life isn't always easy, but there is nothing impossible. Even the word impossible says I am possible. Never give up on life because it's never easy. See, whenever you think of giving up, remember this, that no matter how a stick stays in the river, never suddenly turns to be a crocodile. With no matter how the obstacle is, with no matter how the threat is, we are not expected to use temporary solutions to permanent problems. You have struggled and strived together. And I congratulate you as the song is sung with a melodious tune. That's the first. We have been working together. We have been struggling together. We work together hand in hand, but today you are waving us goodbye. I hope you will never forget the memories you have encountered in Old Yundum Upper and Senior Secondary School. Life is made of a little jar, so fill it with memories. If spilling that water on first dump was a crime, then I, the princess of literature, am a scared of jail. I wish to dedicate this song to the best friends in the world, because the best friend is the first team, catches the second, and stops the third. So hold your best friend tight and never let them go, because the best friend comes once in a lifetime. Confronted by Lord, quite as Dija, the princess of literature.
To tell you a little bit about this young lady, let me just call her young girl. You are yet to be a lady, Vijay, soon. She is the current head girl of this noble institution, and she has been the first student in the history of this school to launch a poetry book in her grade 11. So congratulations, and let's give her a round of applause. During the press day, the book was launched by the president of the Young Writers Association of the Gambia, And then Khadija is promised with a ticket free as a member of the Young Writers Association as I speak for you. So congratulations, head girl, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavor. To tell you a little bit again, all the outstanding students of this school are press members. So this is the great work of the president. When the school say that is prize and speech given, all the awards are given to the press members. That's the truth. The one that is to me. So being a press member is not just a waste of time, but it's annual a greater accolades. So congratulations to all the transiting students and then to the members of the press club. We move to the next itinerary with us. Introduce you to the podium, Fatu O Cham. Madam Cham, wherever you are. Wow. The CEO of, can I complete with Madam Cham? The CEO of Mbalit Product.
Ojam, as we mentioned earlier, I'm the CEO of Yundum Upper and Senior Secondary School, not Malik. I would like to recite a piece entitled The Gambia We Are Living in Now. And here it goes. The Gambia we are living in now. Our smiling coast has turned to bloodshedding coast. Our leaders are no more our guidance, but they are all free thinkers. Our peace and stability has turned into tribalism and terrorism. Ana li fi mami bayi won mbolo leka bena, but we said no. Ñu jamante mo ñu gënal leka ci jama. The nation lacks security for the future generation. During campaign, you promised to take this country next and make it the best. But you failed to fulfill the promise you made to this nation. Billahi, you are not the guy we voted for. We voted for you to make us satisfied, instead you make us diversify from smiling coast to suffocating coast. You take us high like an aeroplane which is stuck by a rush, then you decide to put us down like a baby who is learning how to crawl. Molo may suñu doole, nga kambe ngole mola semboti. Together we stand, and divided we shall fall. One Gambia, one nation. Zahra, the brain child.
Zero, Mr. Amadou. We have zero in kind. So let's give a round of applause to the high table. They are all CEOs. And CEO Mr. GBC. Anyways, thank you so very much. That was short and precise. My problem with poetry, when they give rhyming it, I feel very so much tired to give a rundown of their words, because their words are always deep. You have to open a dictionary to know what they are meaning actually. So I am so sorry, madam, I don't have any dictionary with me here. I was struggling to know the meanings of those words while I was unable. Meanwhile, we just try to give this one thing as a rundown from our speech. That is, this is not the Gambia we want. This is not what we voted you for. So it's a peace. The peace is all about politicians. She's trying to send a message that we wanted those politicians to be there and do the needful for us. Instead, they are there to enrich their pockets. I am sorry if there is any politician here, pardon my manners, before I will be arrested. Without much ado, we move straight to introduce you to the podium, the nucleus of this club, the owner of this club, the person who made us to assemble here today, the person who always have a sleepless night to ensure the press club doesn't die, neither sink, nor does it sleeps. Ramotulai Job seated here equally has been the overall student of grade 9. So let's give her a round of applause as he is the president of this local club. Madam Job, you either smile or I don't hand over my mic to you. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Okay, the transitive students are happy. Not only the youths, right?
Principal 1 and 2, dedicated and professional teachers here present, guest speaker, guest of honor, invited guests, our poets, fellow graduates, general students body, parents, ladies and gentlemen, warm greetings to you all. First of all, I would like to thank you all for gathering here for the celebration of All Upper and Senior Secondary School Press Club passing out ceremony. It is with a great pleasure and much humility that I write today as an outgoing president of our great press club. It has been a year long of amazing success, challenge, dilemmas, and above all, significant learning. There is a saying that you are as good as your team. I have an amazing team, outstanding individuals who share the bigger visions of our esteemed press club. Hence, our plans as outgoing executives and members is to fully support our incoming executives to ensure they maximize the available potentials to take the press club greater high. I can talk about the success of our tenure without giving thanks to the press members who have strong belief in our leadership from the beginning till the end of our tenure. They were there with words, actions, directions, emotions, respect, and so much more. This I can attribute our success to majority to. I have seen support during our tenure. With the support of the press members, we are able to have some successful events and collaborations. However, we also remember the lesson taught by our dear coordinators who always says that this is just the chapter of our life which gets closed and a chapter of new life just begins. Though true, we are going to forget the lessons we learned in the club and the bonding we share with our coordinators. Our coordinators are extremely kind and supportive, who have always shown their selfless love, care, and attention to each one of us. Thank you for everything you have done. I will also acknowledge our principal and his administration for the kindness and gesture they have shown to us. It is indeed comparable, and we promise that we will learn in the new world with positive approach and attitudes. We will forever represent ourselves as the good ambassadors and messengers of this lovely school and the press club. In addition, I would like to thank each one of you gathering here for the celebration of the passing out with us. This auspicious afternoon has been recognized by our genius, who I must say are quite talented and dedicated. Thank you all for your job well done. I am really honored at the same time for the fact that I have given the opportunity to serve as a president of the Mighty Press Club. Having said that, I also remember our coordinator, Mr. GC, who always says that we should not be thinking about the future. We should in fact be prepared for the future and do well in the present to secure our future. To my genius, I would like to say that you all have joined a very well club, as it is the one of the most renowned club in the school. Here, I have not only acquired a lot of academic and book knowledge, I have also learned practical lessons of life. To my genius, I would like to say participate in each and every activity the club and the school authorities plan, as you will not only learn many new things, practically you will also become good human beings. I will end my speech with piece of words. That is, always believe in yourself and don't lose hope even if you fail. I would also like to thank once again our coordinators. We have troubled them in many times, but now we are not going to be there anymore. We will miss each other as we were each other's best friend and have shared the most wonderful days of our lives together. Thank you all for the wonderful farewell and memories to Christ for the rest of our lives. Thank you, dear principal, once again. Thank you, dear principal, once again. And I would like to thank to our coordinator, Mr. GC, for supporting us in all manners. We thank you, sir, for your kind heart. Job well done. Indeed, I would like to thank everyone, and I am promising that we will always display the ethics, skills, and proficiency we have learned here in every feature act of ours. Thank you all, and God bless you all. Long live Press Club, long live for you.
One thing I love about Ramotulai, the more she goes, the more she gives amazing words. As young as she is, as a transiting student from grade 9, I believe you equally have much to do. And being one of the most prominent head girls of this UBS, I must share these words with everyone here, that let's believe in ourselves, as Ramatullah said. Believing in yourself earns you whatever you want in the near future. But if you don't believe in yourself, it's always very difficult. Nobody knows you more than you. You know yourself more than any other person. Even your own mother who gave birth to you, you know yourself more than her. Because you know what you feel inside you, and you know what you can do. So thank you very much, and see equally pleased with our constituent students to be good ambassadors of this noble institution outside either this country or inside this country. Do not only be ambassadors of ODU, be the ambassadors of this Gambia. It is the Gambia you want to see a better future. See, equally say or challenge the incoming executive and press members to always participate in all the activities that you are asked of. Very important. And this they will do. See, equally say, they will always promise to show their ethics and proficiency that they have learned throughout their tenure in this institution. So congratulations to you, and let's give Ramatullah a round of applause once more. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move to another itinerary, I would like to recognize the presence of my sister here with us, Lady Dija, the poetess Dija. I know this podium will be paralyzed today when she steps to give you poetry. Her coming to this August gathering is not by mistake. It's a deserving call, and she answered. So thank you for coming, Madam Dija. We always appreciate seeing you around with us. So if you are agitating to be a poet, please learn from her today and become a better poet in the near future. Because she is one of the best poets, female best poets in this country that we have, and the first female poet to launch a poetry book in this country is done by this Khadijatu Jallo Secretary with us. So let's give her a round of applause. Thank you, Vijay. Next on the itinerary, we're going to have you entertainment, a comedy by Sharif and the team. I know the sitting has been a while. So let's allow them come and ginger us with some of their comedian styles.
Okay. I'm here to recite a poem in the form of Chinese and entitled Congratulations. And this is how it goes. Ching machang mapong masang. Chingoli cham hom ting machang mapu. Bating hom ting masung maching. Maitan batang matang butang batang basing hapong. Bating mawala. Ha my he fikung buchung machine ha he ha kusu tipik sapanay. Ching chang chang. Chung pam ha pi. What I would like to call one of my friends, this one, the name by Helko. So Helko.
My brother.
Magdarahay.
My brother, I told you to stop.
Basirati Alfi Yui.
My brother, I told you to stop.
Basiri Alfi Yuanchi Balahay.
But he is the
Basiri graduation.
My brother. My brother,
You are here.
you know, I'm from the organization, right?
Yeah.
That's why you're of the organization here. This is my body.
Yeah.
So this is guys are good. So I just want to tell you something. There are many, but I think this country is in one of them, right?
Yeah, possible.
Okay, then we try one of us. The one in India, Krishna, Krishna, one of them now.
Wow.
Like Krishna, I want to have a band.
Wow.
Like society bi ñu ñëwal ko ñaan.
waaw
léegi pour mu war a ne ko yàlla ane adam.
waaw
léegi loolu mënul ko. léegi bokk na ko jóge voilà. My brother is Gambia is very rare. You know what I got for you?
yeah
I bought one man here from
GC
But I told you when I was speaking to that one, he's from Nigeria because he is. My brother, I was thinking that,
yeah
the good guy says, I want to hit this guy here. He's the most strict teacher in this school. I just screamed it, I said, no, boy, not otherwise, Jesus Christ. And I don't know the Indian, he said, no, I'm a Muslim. I said, which country? He said, in this country. I said, no, he said, from California, and I said, Jesus!
this California
This kind of problem. Well, look at this.
yeah
You want to gather deep. Sweet kids, guys are Muslim.
Wow.
In American and the
dafa amoon benn cëriñ bu ñëwoon
You know?
benn cëriñ bu ñëwoon
Chinese.
waaw
Wow.
ki la bàyyi toog fii dafa ñëwoon mu ne ma dina ko cimbo licca man ko liñ cimbo licca léegi mooy nega black star cimbo licca China green tea black star
Hey! Muna magkaya na jahan mo.
waaw
Pwede yun.
waaw
Yung muna mo mangyayari ko na kipi, hindi mo hawa fata.
waaw
Mo kasi yung hindi ka kipi, siko na guys, ato, hindi na guys, ikawas.
boy jërëjëf sa liggéey rafet na
Hindi, hindi ka
sa liggéey rafet na sama biir bi sa liggéey bi sama biir bi dama may am biir bu daw sëñ bi déedéet jërëjëf baalal naa la baalal naa la merke terke berke serke
Sargat ka sa mga tigil.
nurke nurke
Okay. Okay, yan ang ikaw ko na Kamu ba? Kamu bisa jam itu mau. Di kamay kami lugar di Wakus. Pasal kami mau ni kadir like aray halay si kami. So mangin to naman is anti kan niyo because kan niyo po about this push. Lagi si kau tadi foto tadi don mere de pare jay gerte ak banana ipo. Lagi mo buka tawani ni choy suman yo zumire ni masaj. Te push bas mo ko dadi. No, si tadi jani men buka jumre de gerte ak banana. Very good.
Wow. Anyways, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. That was a wonderful comedy by Wuri Heriko, and then Serif Seka. Thank you so very much. We are really grateful. At least you put a smile in the face of many here, and that was supposed to be your job, so it has been fulfilled. In the meantime, on our itinerary, we are supposed to invite Mr. JVCC to give a statement. But before I bring you to the podium, Mr. JVCC, I will again recognize the presence of the ex-press members here with us, Mr. Sisoho, Mr. Madam Ba, and then Cham here with us. We are grateful always to see you celebrate with this school in every program that they are embarking, despite you not being part of the recent students, but your educational time that you always render to this noble institution is appreciated. So thank you for always coming, and thank you for plowing back, because it is as it is, you reap what you sow. And then that is one of these greatest speaker who once said, the only warning that Africans or Gambians at large respect is low battery. When you are sent with a signal of a low battery, you respect that alert. Aside that alert, any other warning, we do not respect warnings. We only respect expel and suspension. Thank you so very much. So, Mr. GC has been in this school for more than 5 years now. He has been the coordinator of this noble club, and in his time as a club coordinator, he has registered many achievements that he will personally come here and tell us what are those achievements. When I was here as a positive feature, I can tell you this for free during my time with Mr. GC. Mr. GC is a Democrat. He welcomes the ideas of everybody who is within his environment, especially the students he is leading. He doesn't come with any idea or a solution. He allows the students to give their ideas and come back to a solution. They are here seated and they can be a witness of what I am saying. When I came, we almost participated about 5 activities in which the school has gone to finance. About 3 activities are pending and the school or the leadership of Mr. GC are supposed to go for finalists. We got a quiz competition, poetry competition, drama competition, cultural competition, and even Pan-Africanism under the Pan-Africans of the Gambia organized a competition here. That is to say, the Gambia, we want to say in the near future, to debate on the history of West African. Kadijatu Jaite here with Muhammad to head girl once more time. And a congratulations to Mr. G. Sisi for molding these young learners to be better people in the near future. So we give a round of applause to Mr. GC once more before he assumes his podium. Sir,
Thank you, Honorable MC. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Honorary High Table, Mr. Guest Speaker, Guest of Honor, my humble boss VP2, Guest Poet, my colleagues, the passing out class, the presence of the media, QTV and Jimala TV, the general student body, ex-members, the DJ, of course, our great man, and all other protocols duly and respectively observed. Well, I don't have much to say today. What I'm going to do is to acknowledge the efforts of individuals. As adage, if you want to work fast, work alone. If you want to work far, you have to work with people. Therefore, I must acknowledge the presence of individuals that are working with me day in, day out. It is true that I established this club 6 years ago, but with me alone, this club would have not reached to where it is today. Therefore, I have to acknowledge the presence of those individuals that stand by my side, that the club is able to reach at the state where it is today. When I established the club in October 18, 2018, with a colleague, Mr. Musa Shabali, later on, he left. I said, wow, how is this going to be? Then another gentleman, Mr. Drame, came to join with Miss Umijasi. Together with these people, for years, they also left. Then another gentleman came in, that is Honorable Mr. Kanye Alamin, a teacher, a colleague, and a brother, with Mr. Koli alias ABC. With these two, I think I will not say it's enough, but then with these two, we are optimistic we will able to reach to where we are aspiring. They are great people. It is through their support that we reach at this stage. So I would like to acknowledge their efforts, their immense effort towards the success of this noble club. I would also extend it to some of the ex-members, despite they have left, and then some of them are here again. I'm proud to say people like Mr. Omar Siso, Miss Umi Ba were products of this noble club, and then today they are back to serve this great school. So I guess the club is doing well for the school and the country at large. Also to some of our ex-members, like us, Aishatu Jalo, Abshatu, Ablaiso, and others, I cannot mention all. They all left the school, but they are all doing well in their future endeavors. So this club is a great club. It is producing young and talented people that are ready to serve this great nation. I think these are the people that make the club to reach at this stage. So now coming to my speech. First, I would thank each and everyone here present for sparing your precious time to be with us this great afternoon. By your presence here this afternoon, has demonstrated your interest in active support of the club. I therefore urge you all to continue supporting this establishment in the interest of members we entrust to develop. On behalf of the club executive and everyone, I welcome and sincerely thank you for coming. Today is a day of fulfillment after what could be described as an elongated academic journey of 12 years basic education. As we prepare you to face the wider world, I have the strong conviction that you have been fully loaded with the requisite knowledge, skills, and attitude to smoothly navigate the business world and overcome societal challenges. I am optimistic with the spirit that I have seen in you. I hope this you will maintain. Your parents have invested in you their hopes and resources to see you become successful. So don't disappoint them. Most importantly, yourself. Again, don't quit out of school, because if you do, you don't only quit on yourself, but the country, because this country needs you to meet the greatest challenge. So don't quit, rather stay focused, determined, and committed to your education. With this in mind, success will surely follow. So the club once again thank each and everyone for coming. Special thanks to our guest of honor, Mr. Ahmadu Oba, the communication officer at the Gambia Football Federation. This gentleman, this is our first time of inviting him, but he don't only spare his time to come and grace the occasion, but it is through his effort that we are able to have the media QTV. So he's also contributing in developing this young people. Also, to recognize the presence of our sister, Madam Loli Sisi. She's also another individual that is developing this great club. She would always invite us to Jimala Online TV and then have program with our people. And she's also here with our people. Madam Sisi, we thank you. Finally, I would thank the administration of this great institution, our able principal, Mr. Gomez. He's supposed to be here, but unfortunate that he's brief, so he cannot be here, but he delegates his vice principal too to be with us here. Mr. Gomez is a humble man who always gives us the opportunity to showcase our academic talents. He always supports us. Thank you, Mr. Gomez, and the entire staff of Pauline Upper and Senior Secondary School. On this note, I thank you for your kind attention.
I saw you, I thought you were also a Nigerian. But then I took my time very well to observe you. Now I know you are a Gambian. Alright, that was a great speech by Mr. GC. 6 years is not 6 weeks, neither 6 days, nor it is 6 months. But it has been a long journey. And I know wherever these students will be in the near future, they will always remember the good things that you have been doing for them. So that alone is enough to tap your back and say thank you to you, Mr. GBC. We cannot say much about you. Words alone cannot describe the good things that you are doing for this noble institution. Even the blind is aware. So where the blind is aware, I think those with good eyes are able to see better. Without wasting much time, we move straight to inviting Mr. Abdullah Bojang. But before Mr. Abdullah Bojang will come to the podium, I would like to give you a brief bio of who Mr. Bojang is. In that, we will be able to go through a path that somebody will know if the call is a deserving call or it is not a deserving call. He is to elaborate through career guidance, that is choosing a choice, a career. As we all know, it is always very sad to have our students graduate or pass out from the upper basic, from the senior secondary school without having a choice, knowing what they want to do in the near future. I know right now in this country, if you go to many schools and ask the students, what do you want to do in the future? What do you want to become? They will be like, I don't know. And this is very serious. At your grade 7, you should be able to know what you want to become in the near future. You should be able to know. But proper guidance and counseling is not taking place. Teachers alone at schools cannot do. We spend much time with our parents at home. Our parents should be able to observe us very well and know the kind of person what do we love in education. What are the things we associate ourselves with? But Mr. Honorable Abdullah Bojang will take you through. So, Mr. Bojang, Abdullah Bojang, is a multi-magma of Kampendal village, Foni Kansala district, West Coast region, the Gambia. His educational career has it. He has a master in business administration, Singapore Business School, postgraduate diploma in advanced oral implantomic technology university, MBA essentials with logistics and supply chain management, ASEA University, Bachelor of Arts, TEFL Honors TEFL University, Higher National Diploma in Dental Therapy Legacy University, Advanced TEFL Certificate, Paradise TEFL. He is a certified financial education instructor, National Financial Educators Council. He is Mr. Honorable Abdullah Bojang, an introduction to wealth management, corporate finance institute. mastering economics, growth, and regulatory framework. Honorable Abdullah Boyd is a certified Six Sigma Green Belt CSSGB International Six Sigma Institute. He is also a certified Lean Six Sigma Euro Belt LSSYB International Management Consultancy Institute. Let's give a round of applause. A high school leaving certificate was Mr. Senior Secondary School. His referees are here with us. Work experience. Earlier we have CEOs. We are going to that. Mr. Boyan is the founder of Kabum Academic, a general manager appointed the then above April 2016 to 2019. Honorable Boyan is a finance manager above Care from 2014 to 2016. He is an English language teaching assistant, Nusrat Senior Secondary School, May to November 2013. Mr. Boyan is a subject teacher in English language and literature in English, Masroof Senior Secondary School, 2013 to 2021. He is equally a private work resource mobilization and marketing officer, Masroof Senior Secondary School, from 2015 to 2021. Honorable Boyan is a certified practicing pharmacy and dental technician, Gambia Council, 2017 to current. This pharmacy is not far fetched from where this hall is located. Just at this market of Coastal, his pharmacy is located. So if you have a dental problem, please, Mr. Boyan is here for you. He is a Gambian entrepreneur, CSSGBV 2013 to current. Mr. Boyan equally backed himself with some skills like teaching financial literacy, teaching Lean Six Sigma, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, process or quality excellence, entrepreneurial and communication, digital marketing and analysis, investment and business development, investment and business proposal writing, venture making. So, ladies and gentlemen, I implore you to invite you to the podium, Honorable Mr. Abdullah Boyan. So, sir, you are welcome to the podium.
I do not know why schools generally in the Gambia are not fair to us, the short people. You're giving me a podium that is. So, Madam, please, Vivi, get another one for ourselves as well. Huh? It's fairer that way. Because of the media and what they're asking us to do to limit us, our movement, I'm a teacher, I don't want to always be standing at one place. I want to move. And it's going to be interactive. It's not going to be a speech. It's going to be interactive. We're going to discuss because I think this is one of the most important things that you should ever go through. You know, choosing a career is important. It's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. And it's really important that we think through it in a systematic and logical way, in a futuristic way as well. So I would start, by following the existing or the standing protocol, and that would be saying salam to the high table, the principal, VP2, and of course all other dignitaries that are here, and of course my lovely brother. He was my school leader. He was a very good brother, and he is still a very good brother, kind-hearted, open individual, and that is Mr. or Brother Amadou Oba. He is the right guy for this, no doubt. And of course, to the teachers in the struggle, it's never easy, but it's going to be good someday. It's a nice thing to be a teacher. You will not know until when you leave. That's the time you know. Right? To the students, this is lovely. And congratulations for your achievements for the struggle. It's 12 years, it's not easy. 12 years is not easy. And you've gone through all the rigor. And today, we are finally saying goodbye to the, goodbye to the walls of the school, to the people, to people that you've loved, to people that have contributed immensely to your life. And we would equally seize this opportunity to say thank you to your parents. Thank you to those that were supporting you. They've done all they could for you in life. As previous speakers have said, please do not disappoint them. Do not. Do not. If you want to succeed in life, one of the first things that you do is do not disappoint your parents. Do not. Do whatever it takes to make sure you live up to expectation. Whatever that is divinely okay, that is legally okay, there is no measure. Do whatever that you can do to make sure they are happy. When they are happy, God is happy. And when God is happy, you're going to see gates, not doors, gates opening for you. So please, take time when you go home today to give them at least 2 rakat for your parents. Thank them. Thank Allah for having them, for supporting you to this. And of course, include your teachers. Include all those that supported you. It's important. It's very, very important. Our discussion is going to be centered on choosing a career. Okay? It is one of the most important. And we will look at only 5 things because we don't want to take much of your time, but we want to look at it from this point. So, career, it is not just about finding a job. It's about discovering a path that resonates with who you are and where you want to go. This journey is multifaceted and is anchored on several key factors. Your interest and passion is number 1. Your values and beliefs. The future and growth of the job market. Your skills and strengths. And the prospects beyond the career itself. So we will go one by one. But these are the 5 or 6 I want to share with you. It is not an exhaustive list, meaning this is not what you have all over, no. But we've decided to select at least 5 that would stick with you, we believe. So first, if you were to decide what you want to become, who you want to become, what you want to do, you should consider one thing, and that is it your interest? Is it your passion? Is this what you really are interested in? Because career is something that is demanding. It takes you away from your wife, it takes you away from the loved ones, your husband, your family. And if you don't have interest in it, if you're not having any passion about it, you would go back home. You would go back home. You will leave. Most of us who are here before you today are not from all yundum. Some of us are from Fonyi, some of us probably Kiang, wherever you want to call it. But it's because we have interest in what we are doing that serves as the fuel to whatever that we're doing, propelling us, making us move, making us stay put in our careers. So if you're not interested in anything, please don't take it as a career, because you are going to be stressed out. Job is demanding, career is demanding, very, very demanding. So interest is important. Your passion is important. So that is one of the things that you must always consider. Is this what really I want? Is this what really I'm interested in? Am I passionate about this? If you're passionate about teaching, sharing knowledge, growing people, nurturing talents, then yes, teaching could be something that you can go in for, because you not only get the financial aspect, but it will satisfy you. Inner, satisfaction will be there. So that is part of the things that you have to look into, and it's very, very important. All right. So the next, which is values and beliefs. If you form a society that values teaching, they believe in teaching, obviously that is something that you can always use as a booster in whatever that you're doing. There is something that each and every one of us believes in. There is something in each and every one of us that makes us value one thing from the other, or one thing to the other. As such, let's assume, and this is a problem, most of us sometimes, I'm just using a case in point, and that doesn't mean you should not do it. No, I'm just trying to, some of us would want to be musicians. Passionately, I will tell you, what I'm doing is not what I love most, to be frank with you. That's who I am. I don't want to hide behind anything. The most fulfilling thing for me is comedy. Most people don't know. The most fulfilling thing for me is comedy. But this is something that my wife detests so much. She doesn't like it at all. Alright? My parents also think it's a foolish thing. And that is why most of you have not seen me as a comedian. I love to. But when I'm teaching, I try to do that, because I enjoy it. So I'm trying to connect this with values and beliefs. So you live in a society or wherever where people don't have these things as values or beliefs, so they make it so low. But that is a mistake on my side. I should have pursued it, because it is not only about my parents, it's not only about my wife, but it's about what my heart craves for. It's very important. So for me, what I'm doing is job. But if it were a comedy, it would have been something that is not job for me. It was something that I'm going to enjoy most. So I'm not saying you take my path, no, but I'm trying to tell you that if there is a mistake I have made, that is one of it. So your values and beliefs, don't compromise them for whatever career you want to, take. It's very, very important. So he said, your career should be a reflection of your core principles. So if it's your principle, please go in for it. It's about finding a role where you can stay true to who you are and what you stand for. When your job aligns with your values, you will find greater satisfaction and a sense of integrity in your work. Whether it's contributing to social justice, promoting sustainability, or advancing technological advancement or innovation, make sure your career path resonates with your personal beliefs and contributes positively to the world. This is important. Another important aspect is the job market. The job market is ever evolving. It's crucial to consider this future and growth, the future and growth of the job market. Research the trends and projections in your field of interest. What we are trying to talk about is simple. Most of you are living today, and you will be going to university, going to college, going to whatever. We wish you all the best of luck. But how many of you actually have researched, just a mere Google search, to know about the new trends, the new emerging things that are coming up? There are jobs that never existed in the world. Today they are existing, they are coming up, and they have the future. The jobs that are there, are they growing in nature? Do they have a future? The demand, is it growing or it is shrinking? It's important. before you make any career choice. If you look at the world today, there are positions, there are jobs, there are careers that people are doing away with. And I'm going to give you an example. You know, when we were kids, we used to see a lot of photographers, people with camera going on to, but something changed that, and that is what? The mobile phones. Now let's assume you want to become a cameraman. I'm not saying being a cameraman is bad. No, professional is fine. But I'm trying to tell you that, okay, the job market for it is shrinking, is going down, because now you don't even need to get a professional easily. I'm not talking about this is about journalism. I'm not talking about that. Now, if you make a little research around new things, you'll be able to know which career should you take. Remember, you expected to have 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. That's our belief, that's our expectation in a career. It means it must be something that has a market. So that even if you're not in the Gambia, wherever you are, you can equally get the job that you want and make sure your papers will still continue to do job for you. And that is why we said, part of the things that you do is to make a thorough search or research regarding the growth and future of the career that you have chosen. Is important, because that is what is going to make you get the best option out there for you. So this is exactly what we want to look at as a step as far as career decisions are made. Now, your skills and strengths. Some of us are good at one thing, others are not good at the other. So you also need to self-discover yourself. You need to discover yourself. Look at yourself. Somebody said here, you know yourself better than anyone. You know yourself better than anyone. If you think you're good with your hands, you're good with your legs, you're good, your creativity, your talent, and so on. Choosing a career that would make you use that natural gift or ability also makes things easy, and you will always excel. What people will be finding difficult to do, you will just have pleasure doing it, because naturally you are aligned with that. Naturally you are gifted with that. So your skills and your strengths, that is something that you need to also consider. You want to play volleyball, not volleyball, basketball, and you are such as I am. I'm not saying you cannot play, but the chance of somebody who is taller making it is higher than you. So this is what we're trying to talk about, so that you can connect what we're trying to say. Now, another aspect is your education. Knowing the regulatory framework of your country, understanding your environment is important. In the Gambia, even though I don't believe in that law, if you don't have maths, you cannot go to UTG to read this, to read that. I don't believe in that law, and I know, believe it or not, the world over people are moving. It's only us that are stuck in this archaic thinking. But for you who is in the Gambia, it's important for you to know the laws surrounding the careers that you want to make. If you want to become a medical doctor in the Gambia, it's hard. Why? Because probably they'll say, oh, you don't have physics, you don't have chemistry, you don't have this, you don't have that. So you deciding to know what you should do at UTG or anywhere to be able to become what you want to become easily is also important. And that is why we say you need to be aware of the regulatory frameworks regarding the career that you want to opt for. If it is teaching, what is it that they will need, or what is it that is needed? Knowing that helps you prepare towards what you want to become easily. And that is one key step that you also look at. Because otherwise, if you get a qualification that the regulatory frameworks that exist do not allow you to become what you become, or what you want to become, then it will be a problem. So that is one aspect that you really need to look into. And that is why the type of education, the type of training that you get is equally very, very important. So please make best use of your mobile phones, make best use of your teachers, make best use of people in the community that you think are successful and can advise you, so that you will be asking them questions, and then they will be able to guide you as to what you should do depending on what you want to become. So that is very, very important. And Anything that you're doing, I want to tell you this. I am a teacher as well, or was a teacher, and I'm still teaching at certain places. But that's not the only thing that I do. And that is why I want you to look at this. Double competence. At least double competence, if not multiple competence. When I was teaching, I'm trying to share this so that you understand. When I was teaching, I hardly stay at the school, and most students don't even know I am a teacher. And you cannot see me and say I'm a teacher, because I'm always in slippers. But what? I learned a trade. I graduated magna cum laude, honors. I learned a trade, and from the teaching, I moved to something else. And that is double competence. You see, one career is no career. One source of income is no source of income. And that is why it's important at this age. Make sure you get a skill, get a trade. He makes my car tire. This boy, I don't know the name, but he knows me and I know him. It's good. I'm encouraging you. You know why? Someday, career becomes something as an enslavement. There has to be somebody whom we have to beg for him to give you a job. All of us apply. And in our application letters, we write very well, trying to, coax or beg an individual to give you a means of living. With a skill, with a trade, yes, you can have the papers. And I know students of mine who are selling meat. They are selling meat. But they are HTC educated. They went to the college, but they are selling meat. Some will go from school, they come and sell meat. And go and look at what they're doing. They're building their houses. So it's not about, I want to become a nurse, full stop. I want to become a teacher, full stop. I want to become a journalist, full stop. No. That is not the world. And I have never been told that. You have the opportunity, I am telling you. Don't go in for one thing. The most precious thing that you ever have is your time and this prime age. All of you are energetic. You can run from here to Banjo. Probably I cannot do that today. Make sure you have the time. Use your mobile phones to learn things. Go to YouTube and watch things. Even if it is hairdressing, get a skill. It's important. I left official job since 2021. But I'm living on what I can. And if you're learning also, I'll share this small secret with you. Learn a skill or something that is learnable. It's important. Learnable meaning what? If you become a medical doctor, for example, you have a license that you are given. So any clinic that wants to operate, they must need your blessing for them to be able to operate. And all you do is, you give your commitment, sign papers. You can be working at aggregate. The clinic is running and they're paying you a percentage. Whatever that is made is yours. The same thing with pharmacy. If I want, I will not work. I'm not saying to brag. I'm saying it to encourage you. And I'm very young. Very, very young. You see me, you think I'm old. I'm very young. But why? My license, I have issued it to people to do business with it. So choosing, how do I get this? My father never told me. He's not educated and he doesn't know. But he has given me the best of advices. But this was not part of what he told me. Today I know and I'm telling you, so it's important. Choose careers, ask people. You have people around, they can tell you. They can advise you. And then you will never make the mistake that many people are making today. So it's important. Let's say you are a lawyer. It's good. An engineer is good. I'm not naming this so that you want to become that. No. But I'm naming them so that you understand the type of careers that I am talking about. You want to be a software engineer. You want to develop mobile apps. Very expensive. So please look at the technological aspect as well. You can be at home and you are married, you are able to bring your kids without going to the office and you are making money. So don't see job as you have to be, this and then you go and be there all the time. No, choose your careers wisely. And part of doing that is multi-competence, double competence at least. So that even if you are going to UTG, you know graphic design. When you are from UTG, somebody will give you contract of graphic design, you make money. The last aspect of it is post-career. Believe it or not, I'm telling you from experience and from the experiences of people I interact with. These are people that have served 40 years this country. When they look back, most of them are not happy because they wasted their time, but they only know it today. Somebody said we should be having this in schools, and it's true, believe it or not. From grade 7, you should be having this career counseling. It helps you. Some of them never had that. So you go into a career that after the career, after you have served, you look back, bisect your book, you have more reds than green. I regret this, I regret that, I regretted this, I regretted that. You will be sitting watching TV and you'll see your colleagues that you were doing better than at school. They're excelling, they're doing stuff. You sit and say, all stems from your career decisions. You've decided to go on with the convenient, the easiest. If you want to make it, don't take anything easy in life. Make sure you always go for the things that are toughest. That is the best advice I can give you. Go in for the things that are toughest. I'm not underrating any other. No, I'm telling you that that is where the world is. Nothing is going to be easier anymore in this world. If it is 50% hard, next day is going to be 100% hard. So go for the toughest. Look at what you want to see when you leave your career. And this brings me to legacy. If you're in a community after serving 30 years, anywhere you go, people say, hey, come sit here, hey, this, that. That's a legacy, that's a good thing. Meaning, at least your career has given you something. There is something that when you look back, you are happy. And believe it or not, you know the most loneliest days? Your old age. Very lonely. Even your kids, they don't have your time. Sometimes it takes me 3 months before I see my own mother and father. Because I'm consumed into or by career and whatever. Now, if you have not done good, a time would come when the only thing you have in your house to look at is your certificates, the memories, the pictures, what you have done, the people that you have uplifted, the people that you have lifted. That is what keeps you company. Somebody at 70 years told me this. He said, you know what is keeping me going? Because my wife has been taken by the kids. We do that. Please, let's not do that. When we have money, let's not take our moms and leave our parents, our dads at home. They are lonely. But you know what he told me? He came to my drugstore. He told me, young man, what keeps me going really is not human beings. It's the pictures and the things that I have seen, the people that I have uplifted. I sit watching my TV on my couch, and I'll see somebody that I have mentored or helped. My wife is not around. But those things. So if you are into career, like most people have said what he's done great. So at least even if he sits and sees you on TV doing something, that alone keeps him moving. The kids he has, but they are gone to work. Some are married, they are gone elsewhere. So doing or choosing a career that will make you proud, even if you leave the career, is good. And teaching is part of it. Most of the people, just like any other teacher, you move to one place or the other, you will see your student. Hey, Mr. Boya, hey, Mr. Caesar, oh, this. That alone is something that is going to push you. So it's important for you to consider the careers that you choose. And understand that the day will come, you will be as lonely as your grave. Because you will be at home, you have everything, but your kids are no more with you because they are gone hustling. Your married wife is now gone elsewhere. But the pictures, the memories like this, you sit in your house seeing them, they keep you going. And all is because of what you have done in the past. But many people regret. So this is an opportunity, and I would want to end my speech here and give you some of the quotes that probably some of you would be interested in and will keep you going. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life, because it will not be work for you. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Find out what you like doing best and get someone to pay you for doing it. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. So you see, love is important. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking it. Opportunities don't happen, you create them, and this is very important. Opportunities don't happen, you create them. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Keep pushing. Keep pushing is important. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. So, choosing a career is simply inventing your future. Choosing a career is simply inventing your future. Always understand that. And then on that note, I thank each and every one, the high table, the students, and all those that are present here. Thank you.
Open the floor for our guest poet. Let's give a round of applause for the
Dry, but my eyes are wet. Fright gone, but my body still sweat. I want to speak, but secrets are to keep. Saddest days, I was staying peacefully. Thinking, imagining, calculating, evaluating the beauty of this creation. The cry of a woman. The abuse and rape of a woman is an epidemic. Many stories have been told of the young and the old. She is your wife and not your slave. She is the mother of your kids, yet you play with her life like a toy. Maltreatments every day filled with sadness and grief. She cried and shed tears, but her tears fell on deaf ears. Despite her heart to plead for mercy, mercilessly she was handled. She was tortured, not nurtured, and tears becomes her daily bread. Keeps crying because they've seen tears rolling down from their mother's eye. Young man, your heart is made of an iron. She is your wife, and not your object. Poetess Dija, the princess of Consulta.
Today we have Dija Square in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, before I invite you, this phenomenal lady before you onto this podium, I wouldn't do justice if I did not or will not give you at least one or two rundown on the bio of Khadijatu Jallo. She is currently a student at the Gambia College pursuing her higher diploma certificate, HTC, now we call it Advanced Diploma Secondary. Khadijatu Jaite, fondly called or known as Dija, poetess Dija, is a national poet, has been one of the greatest poets, female poets Gambia has ever produced. And then to tell you this, Dija here has been the first female poet to launch a poetry book in this country. So let's give her a round of applause. So bringing here Khadijatu Jaite, only called Dija, as a guest poet to this occasion is not only a deserving quote. And here we are, we have Dija Square. Do not mind me if I say Khadijatu Jaite, right? Yes, my mouth is used to Khadijatu Jaite. She's troublesome. It's Khadijatu Jallo. So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the podium, poetess Dija. Let's give her a round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here, and I am really amazed. To be honest, I have learned a lot, though I am late, and I would like to say an apology. But then I have learned from Mr. Bojan. I've learned from Khadija, which is really amazing. Like I said before, it's an honor to be here once again. I attended this school. I did my grade 7 here, then transferred to Bright Star Basic Cycle School where I completed my upper basic, then transferred to Masru where I graduated as a former assistant head girl. And trust me when I say, it was never a boring moment when I came here. So it's a pleasure to be here once again. Hi. Hi. I am Khadija. Dija, a daughter to Fatima, a slave of Allah, a granddaughter to the first creature Adam, a stubborn race from the Mandi warrior Kunta. This is just a brief introduction of who Dija is. The world is spherical in shape. Geography stage with no tape is being measured the landscape. Blessings in abundance nature shade. With no cost we paid farm. The soil is fertile. Drink. The river is given. Seed breathe. The oxygen is free. Still we insane. Progress not attained. Every day is a complaint. The truth is change. We campaign no change. Tell me. Tell me who here has not complained for rain. Rain of success and grace. Less pain, no stain, blood stain. The evil is on the throne. Look, he is plain, let's shoot and gain. Sanity is the plan, hard work is never in vain. Maintain hope and be optimistic. The stage is our domain. Let's entertain, sensitize, educate, and advocate for nation building. Poetry is a way. I write to pronounce our apology by saying a sorry. Sorry to our collective actions. We left you nothing but a mess of planet. Sorry that we forget to cater for your generation. Sorry that we voted for people who made policies without you in mind. Could you please pardon us? We knew climate change was an offense, yet money was our defense like a marriage gone wrong. We don't know what we had until it was. Should I hit the nail on the head or should I call its name as Nyambai Estate? Believe it or not, it was once called Nyambai Forest. Why it consists thousands of trees? You don't know much about trees, do you? Well, let me tell you, trees are marvelous. They provide the oxygen we breathe, purify the air, provide medicines that cure our diseases, food that you and I survive on, which is why I am sorry. For we traded the forest for estates, burned them down and cut them with brutal machines, horrific them at a speed of 100 hectares every hour. The trees in the world are grown in the last 100 years, all in the name of money. See, when I was a child, I had Granny narrating how the native Africans had such considerations, the planet they're responsible for, how they left land for the next 7 generations. Today I am in a sorrow because most of us don't even care about tomorrow. That's why I am sorry. I am sorry that we put profit above people, greed above need, the rule of law above the golden rule. I am sorry for we use nature as a visa card with no spending limit, overdrafting animals to extinction, stealing our chance not to ever see their uniqueness again. Sorry. Sorry we poisoned the ocean so much that you can't even swim in them. Sorry about our mindsets, because we had the nerve to cause such synthetic destruction to your generation. As a child, it took me so hard to understand what was right and what was wrong. Since birth to the day I know myself, it was all pains. I feel pains to an extent I don't feel it anymore. Swimming in the river of no love filled with hatred, sorrows, pains, and agony. Could cry and ocean of sea wouldn't see any sign of sympathy. I hated myself so much, you know. I was young when I wanted to die. What do you know? What do you know about a child that do not feel love and care? What do you know about a society that do not see or feel people's pains? Trust me when I say, pains don't found me, I found pain. Torture don't found me, I found torture. Have you not seen my body full of bruises and marks? It's okay even if it is not okay. It's okay since they don't want to feel my pain. Appreciation, hell no. You know, I was termed as the baddest of all. Despite all, I still stand firm and flip my fingers till dead and say, Alhamdulillah. For months, weeks, days, I didn't pick a pen with my fingers to pour the ink on my paper. While my tongue has been scratching for a while, I just want to say this. I hope it's okay. Today, I stand here as an advocate, a youth filled with questions in my vocal cavity. Forget about the rules in poetry. I am just a youth filled with questions in my mouth. The logo is, we left home to feed home. But many left and were not able to come back home. If only they know that would be the end of the journey. Like I say, I am a youth filled with questions in my mouth. I know of a son who told his mother, I'm going to work, and never came back home. I know of a daughter who's supposed to be a helper to her mother, embarked on an unknown journey, only to get a message that she kicked the bucket. Why are our youths risking their lives in this journey? Like I say, I am a youth filled with questions in my mouth. I know of a graduate who could not further his education due to financial support. I know of a youth who was very helpful to the society but now a drug addict. I know of a home whose survival is from hand to mouth. They find it hard due to the high price of commodities. I am still a youth filled with questions in my mouth. I know of a man who died helplessly, a pregnant woman who died during labor. What are our hospitals for? I know of a student who was raped at a young age. All her dreams were shattered in one night. Could not even get a proper justice. Why is our constitution? On a Friday, a lady with ambition was stabbed to death. Just like that, might be I should ask myself, would I be next? Like the way the little angel in uniform was shot to death, the man who was slaughtered like a sheep with helpless screams, the girl who was forced to bed. See the 32 babies that died in vain. Sorry to say, but it's scary out there. As youth, our dreams are shattered and buried. This is not the Gambia we pray for. We pray for a better Gambia. Thank you.
Khalifa Jallo. Hey, Khalifa Jallo. That was a wonderful and perfect pieces. As I gently sat behind her, listened, watched her mouth run down with the words, my body paralyzes. For I have never listened to those kind of words before. Poetry is a scam. I am telling you today. If Khadija could have continued, tears would have rolled down my face. Because the words poured on us today here, I was expecting the transiting students to equally cry, but their faces are dry. It is only in poetry we communicate, we fight without using physical means, but our words hit harder than the bedrock. If you want to be a poet, as I earlier said, either a poet or a poetess, DJ here is already your mentor. If you are ready to be a poet in the near future or a poetess. Ladies and gentlemen, the sitting has been so long. Let me just give it, and then no action is taken in our society. The culture of silence is really destroying us. Not only rape. Do you know any girl, high table, those at the middle table, and even those without table again, the media personnel, the DJ, not forgetting the alcalo of the school, the caretaker is the alcalo of the school. Because he received an award of being the best caretaker of this school this year, so he must be an alcalo. The ex-students, the former executive members, the presidents are recognized. Thank you for coming. Before I invite you, this guest of honor to this podium, I would like to give you a rundown of this young man's bio. I wouldn't do justice even though his bio is more than my age or is more than my mouth to read. I will give it a try. Mr. Amadou Oba, formerly known as AOB. You call me ABC, right? He is AOB. It's not any one of his. Anyways, he is born, or he was born in Sangajon village, Foni Kansala district, West Coast region. He attended Sangajon Basic Cycle School, became the first head boy of that school. Let's give him a round of applause. When he completed Sangajo UBS, Mr. Ba didn't relent. He furthered his educational career to Fatima Senior Secondary School in 2008. He furthered his school in Fatima Senior Secondary School and became a deputy head boy in 2008. That is also another achievement. From head boy Sangajo to a deputy head boy in Fatima Senior Secondary School. Mr. Bang, after his graduation, he served as a UQ teacher at St. Patrick's LBS. He later joined Biam Community Radio, where he served as a volunteer before he was employed eventually as a presenter. Through his merit, he rose through the ranks to become senior presenter, programs manager, and finally radio manager from 2015 to 2019. His skill and dedication in broadcasting and communication caught the attention of this media before me, QTV and GFF. Mr. Ba was also or has been employed as a communications assistant since 2019 at GFF, Gambia Football Federation. Mr. Amadou Oba holds an advanced diploma in media academic for journalism and communications, Majak, and is currently pursuing a BS, that is bachelor's degree at the University of the Gambia School of Journalism and Digital Media. Let's give him a round of applause. This young man is a go-getter. He is also the Secretary General of the Network of Community Radios, President of the Barusar Youth Development Association. Mr. Ba is a humanitarian involved with charity organizations supporting rural communities in the Gambia. He is also a director of media and communications at Foni Rural for Development Agency, FAT, head of media and publicity at the Gambia Volunteers Trust. Mr. Ba, on his additional career and skills achievements, has also worked with the media houses such as Paradise Radio, QTV. He also attended Stanford College of Management and Insight Training Center, where he studies mass communication. So, ladies and gentlemen, this young man here seated with us is not just a go-getter, but this man is really a very dedicated and determined individual. I standing here before you is someone who has gone through the hands of this young man. He is my mentor. I am here, or I am who I am today because of him. So let's give him a round of applause. And I am very much proud to stand before you and speak where he is today. So, Mr. Oma, thank you for being here. I am grateful.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am dumbfounded for many reasons. First is being a guest speaker of an occasion is a daunting task. One is because you are always the last speaker, when everyone before you would have already said what you ought to say. So it becomes difficult on your part. As I stand before you today, I feel elated for many reasons, because one, Mr. GC is somebody that I just knew today. Give him a round of applause. And I said this because I've never been to this school. I am a passerby because this is my route to Gold Project, FIFA Gold Project. If most of you know that place, it's my second office. And I've always been passing around here. But for the first time I come to this school today is as a result of GC. And this is as a result of the importance of networking. It's through ABC. I'm equally proud that I share the same platform with Honorable Abdullah Bojan. Give him a round of applause. This is a young man who has gone through so much within a short span to achieve what he intended to achieve, and where he is today is as a result of his hard work alone. Thank you, Honorable, to be here, and I am so proud having seen your growth from that child, that intelligent young child at Sangajo Lower Basic School, to the Basic Cycle School, to become the man that you are today. It's a proud moment for me. Congratulations once again. Before going to my speech, I want to acknowledge, of course, the presence of the invited guest, the Deputy Vice Principal too. I wish she was here, notwithstanding, I'm sure you would pass the message. The administrators, the press coordinators and press gentlemen and men, and of course former press officers. You are still press officers. You might not be part of the club, but you will always be press officers. And of course, our respective PA system guys, my colleagues from QTV. By the way, my relationship with QTV is beyond normal. This is because QTV would always want to bring human interest stories to the communities, the stories that are untold for the public to know. Mostly, people would write to media houses or media institutions for coverage. QTV would follow social media, would follow personalities, would follow events, and they would come to you before you even call them. So thank you, QTV management, for coming, and I want you to might otherwise go unnoticed. A lot of things are going on. The poet Dija did make emphasis on the society, the country, the nation that we live in. All these things might not be known if you don't take up your role as the watchdog role, holding those in power to account, ensuring that justice is served. Another important role, there are 5 or 6 I will give you. The third one is giving voice to the voiceless. I know you are used to that word. Voice to the voiceless. But do you know its deep meaning? It means for you to serve or provide a platform for the marginalized groups of people or communities and underrepresented communities to share their stories and concerns. This amplifies the voices of those who might not or otherwise be heard. Therefore, it's fostering a more inclusive and equitable society, a society that is just in terms of access to information. Another important role of journalists or the press is promoting dialogue and understanding. So we are not just a duct for information, but we also serve as the mediator. How do you do that? In a world that is increasingly polarized, technology, Honorable Boja made mention of that. We are divided, whether you know that or not. If we are not divided by race, we are divided by beliefs or by religion or by cultures or traditions. How do you ensure that that division is mitigated? You, the press, are the bridge to that division. How does this come to play? By presenting multiple perspectives of every story on issues, the press encourages critical thinking and informed public debates. Honorable Bolden has been into a lot of platforms. Just this week, I could say. He was at Africa TV. He's always there. And that is because iAfrica provides that platform. That is because QTV, Sunil Rail provides the platform for people to listen or watch analysis, critical issues being discussed, being dissected, and at the end of the day, the public makes their informed decisions. So the exchange of these ideas, either on QTV or Jumara TV, is essential for fostering mutual understanding, respect, and finding a common ground in society that is often divided by different opinions and beliefs. Finally, the education role. Educating the public, journalism is beyond just reporting. The press has an educational role. It helps to explain complex issues, providing context and analysis that enable the public to understand the implications of various events and policies. I'm sure programs like Sunyureo, that is why they are there, to ensure that these complex issues happening in the country are being dissected to the level of the understanding of the grandma and grandpa in our communities. That is the role that you would be serving as journalists. Ladies and gentlemen, inspiring change is an important facet of the role of the press. The stories and the reports that you are to produce should inspire individuals and should ensure that action is taken either by communities, the justice system, or those that are wholly accountable. So it should not just be a story and that is it. It is different from telling. It is different from the labels that you hear. Our stories are stories that are meant to hold people to account and stories that are meant to inspire to bring a positive change to our society. That is your role. Of course, these all pose with a lot of challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, while the press holds these important roles, it also faces significant challenges. The rise of digital media, someone said it before me, Mr. Alamin and Brojen, the mobile phones, the landscape, leading to the propagation of information sources. It is easy for an ordinary person, we call it citizen journalism, to just take a picture of an accident, a bleeding child and a bleeding mother, and just post it on his or her Facebook wall. Would you do that as journalist? Would you do that as journalist? No, you wouldn't. That is because there are ethical values and principles that guide you, that makes you different from those. So that is where you should learn. And I'm happy that Bojan emphasized the need for you to know these environments, these regulations, if you are serious about becoming a journalist, the ethics, the principles, the code of conduct must be known to your fingertips. And I would not go without sharing those with you. Upholding the principles of truth, the fairness and integrity is paramount. Strive to be diligent in your research and balanced in your reporting, and be courageous in your pursuit of the truth. I wish to share with you a notable quote on responsible journalism by Sir David Attenborough, a BBC journalist who is renowned for his work in broadcasting and natural history. He said, and I quote, "The responsibility of the media is to ensure that the public is informed, not misled." The importance of accuracy, integrity, and of course accountability in journalism. So don't say, okay, I'm a journalist, I say what I want. You, as you serve a wardrobe role, now that we have Media Council of the Gambia existing in our country, you would also be held accountable for your actions and your stories. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the importance of the press cannot be overstated. It is a pillar of democracy, a defender of public interest, and a catalyst for social change. As you move forward, remember the power of your words and the impact of your work. Embrace the challenges and opportunities that come your way, and always strive to make a positive difference through your journalism. If your journalism career doesn't make a difference to an individual or a society, leave the job, go do something else. And now go and make mistakes. Of course, make amazing mistakes, make good, glorious, fantastic mistakes. Rise up and become winners, because you can't survive without failures. But the important thing is accountability starts with oneself. Accepting your failure and working and striving towards overcoming that is key to your success. On that note, I want to congratulate the outgoing press and of course welcome the incoming press executive members. And I hope that the legacy that has been left by Ramatullah and her team would be kept alive and living. On that note, I want to thank you all, and I want to present this Cherno Charter, which is the code of ethics for journalism in the country. It is important that the press has this. And I'm going to present this to you as the coordinator, because like Bojan said, you cannot be doing your job or developing a career and you don't know the doors and the don'ts of those careers. If you really want to become a journalist, this is your first answer. And I am proud to present this booklet to you, and I have a soft copy that I will equally send to him so that each of you will have that in your WhatsApp. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the opportunity.